Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be doing our Plague Creeper Primal Lord attacks. Currently the boss is at 28% health for me today, and yesterday was over 40%. And so the boss is getting killed very rapidly now, and I have a feeling probably today we won't be killing the boss, but I feel like after reset tomorrow potentially it will be possible to kill the boss. And then what will be important is for you guys to log in right after reset, do your attacks to get your chest rewards before the Plague Creeper goes down, and get a final chance of getting a top score. Okay, so we've done all that we have had to do, like instant AFK attempts, as much AFK pushing as possible. We've gotten Cassadee and Carolina both up to the next level threshold, 641. And this is going to be basically one of the highest damage potential tests we could be doing. Up until now, my record I think was 21.4 billion, and I'm hoping now with this bump up of the levels, that we can maybe get 22 plus billion, and really optimistically I'm hoping that we can get 22.5 billion. That's what I'm really looking for. Today the highest score is 22.9 billion, at least that has been shared in the Discord chat, and that was by Krust, and he sent me the replay of that. We can take a look at that after we're done with our run. And just another thing that I want to mention is there is an alternate formation you can try, and shout out to Daragon for coming up with this. But basically our formation is having Florabelle as the leading position, Cecia behind her, and then of course Cassadee and Carolina on the two buff tiles, and Thorin up here on the right. And this is a position I've been running and always getting pretty good results. However, people have done testing now in the AFK Analytica Discord, basically trying Thorin on the left side, and it shouldn't make really much of a difference. Maybe the positioning ends up being slightly different in the end, but it has allowed some people to get a little bit of higher scores. It might all be RNG in the end, but it is something worth trying. For example, you can try a couple of runs of Thorin in front of Cassadee, and then you can try on the other side and see whichever one ends up doing better for you. And then there is one more formation which I talked about in my previous video, and this is called like the alternative formation, because this is going to force Cassadee to run up through the middle, and so sometimes she can get into a better position, but it also delays her from attacking. And so usually for people with a higher resonating level, that this alternative formation doesn't do as well for them, but for people with lower resonating level, this might be your best formation. So basically there are 3 different formations for you to try, and you can just see whichever one does the best for you. Alright guys, this might be one of our last days for a high score attempt. Let's try to break 22 billion. And yeah, let's see what we can do. Okay, run number 1 is going to go underway. Okay, Thorin going up to the front. Florabelle's first minion has been summoned. And the key to this comp is really rapid wave clear of these plague rots. As you can see right here, Carolina helps for that, and also Cassadee. Right now, Cassadee has stacked up buffs really nicely. She got a lot of like finishing hits, which is what you want to see, because she is your main source of damage. You would prefer her to be stacked with the buffs as compared to Carolina. Okay, things are looking good. I mean, Cassadee is out buffing the Carolina up to this point. We get a diagonal running tide from Cassadee, but it interacts with our entire team, pretty much hitting everyone, because we are all grouped up in this pretty much optimal positioning. Cassadee is in a really good position right now. She's like just one tile in front, and maybe one tile in front of the Florabelle, which is exactly the perfect position we want her to be in. Okay, got a running tide off on the boss. All of our heroes and summons are stacked with the tile strength, apart from maybe Cecia's Mr. Carlisle. I think he's not hit, but then he gets hit by that diagonal tide, running tide. Okay, 14 billion, 35 seconds left. Here we go. We've got a burst right now, and it's really about these boss stages, how much damage you can deal. Okay, this is really awkward. Well, at least she has a tidal strength buff, the summon of Florabelle, but I think that was, yeah, it was weird that it went off on the right, like rather than right onto the boss. Anyway, let's see what's happening. So Cassadee's pretty much fully stacked up with buffs. We can't really tell anymore. 18.3 billion, 18 seconds left. Got the running tide off. We need to try to do one more cycle, kill these plague rots really quickly. And killing these, like one of these later stages of plague rots, gives you a lot of damage score. As you can see, 9 seconds left, 8 seconds left. We've got to get back to the boss right now, and hopefully he spawns in time to begin dealing damage to him. 21.6 billion. Oh, the boss is spawning too late. That is a problem. We're not able to get the next cycle of any damage on the boss. That is what we need to break the 22 billion. So this is going to be a new record for us, and that's really good that I think no damage score was subtracted from us. 21.8 billion. But this is, we want to get higher than this. We want to try to get 22 plus billion damage. Okay, we'll try again. Overall, the damage here, 16.4 billion from Cassadee. Yeah, I think you guys saw the issue there. It was that we were not able to attack the boss in time for the final life when he was summoning. If we could have just gotten a bit of burst damage off there, that would have been good for us. Okay, let's try again, and we will now try the left side Thorn and see whether the positioning is any different. Might as well give it a try. Cassadee will still be able to freely run up. The only difference, like, I can tell is just Thorn's placement. And maybe that can change the overall ending position because of where all the plague rots are spawning. So right now Cassadee is to the right of Florabelle as compared to being in front of Florabelle. So that is the difference, I think, between this placement. When we had Thorn in front of Cassadee, Cassadee would end up in front of Florabelle, and now Cassadee's actually walked off to the side. Hopefully she corrects herself. Oh no, I don't think this is good. This is not good. Cassadee should not be in this position. We get a diagonal running tide. Did it actually get the CC there? It just barely clipped the CC, I think. Yeah, I see the tile strength buff on her. Okay, so that worked, I guess. So this positioning will cause Cassadee to do diagonal. Oh no, that's not a good one. Vertical ultimate onto the boss, and she's displaced to the side. Yeah, I can't imagine that this is going to get better. So you'll have to basically try this formation. You can even try the alternative formation, and you can see where your Cassadee ends up, because it's all about your Cassadee's positioning. Because if she's in the center of the team, like right one tile in front of Florabelle, no matter which way, diagonal, vertical, she casts her running tide, he's likely to hit as many allies as possible. So that's really the thing you have to pay attention to. Again, look at this vertical tide, running tide, which is going to miss out on like your left-sided heroes like the Thorn, and probably even the Mr. Carlisle summon of Cecia. Still have pretty high damage so far. Another thing I was thinking is that Thorn probably has a fewer number of normal attacks compared to another hero, and so he won't apply the tidal strength buff from Cassadee as much. Yeah, this is going to do worse. We have 19.5 billion, 6 seconds left. We're going to have to try, I think, the final attempt on the right-sided Thorn like we have been trying, and try to go for a 22 billion plus score, because that's really what I'm hoping that we can get. 21.4 billion, and that is the corrected damage as well. Okay, we're going to try one more time. Yeah, using the left formation, we barely missed out on the 34th chest. The 34th chest is unlocked at 21.5 billion damage, and we got 21.4. Okay, we're gonna have to try again with this formation. I think for me at least, this formation is seeming to work better, because you need Cassadee to be in the middle of the map. And whatever allows that, whether you want to try the alternative formation to try and have a better chance at it, or you want to try the right-sided, left-sided, you'll just have to try and see where Cassadee ends up. Yeah, Daragon is a fan. He thinks that the left-sided Thorn placement is going to be better. But after watching the fight at least play out for me, it is not a better option for me. I know that for sure. Maybe there was some RNG in the fact of where like Cassadee ran to. Oh no, that is not good. Off timing of the running tide right before the boss spawns. You would really want it to go off on the boss, I think. But actually, when you think about it, it doesn't really matter, because we killed the first early stages of the boss is so easy to clear. Yeah, and it might actually be better to use, it's better to use running tide on the waves to try and clear them faster, because it's the AoE damage that can be like a nuke, like right at this stage. But that's why Carolina is so important for this team, because both her and Cassadee will have quick work of the waves, and you need to do that to get the highest scores. You need to clear the waves quickly so that you get more cycles onto the boss. And if you have Cassadee at plus 15, it's an even bigger advantage for you, because then even if you miss the running tide on some of your heroes at specific points, they're going to have 9 stacks of the tidal strength. That should be enough to last them until running tide can be recasted by Cassadee, because she's charging energy so fast. Okay guys, I really want to beat 22 billion. 30 seconds left. Come on. We've got to do it right now. This could be one of our final chances. I'm sure we will have attacks on it tomorrow, and I'll try to attack right after reset, but yeah, we're at pretty much the highest level we're going to reach before even tomorrow after reset. We're not going to probably reach 651 on even Cassadee. 17 seconds left. Come on. Burst through the boss. Running tide on the boss when we kind of wanted on the waves. We need to clear these waves fast. This is the problem. We need the timing of the running tide onto these plague rots right here. That's the biggest issue. Because we're not able to clear them fast enough. Okay, so it looks like our first run was our best run. I think if we did more attempts on this right position of Thorn, it would probably end up being better. But actually, when you look at it, this one even did worse than the left formation we tried. Slightly worse. So overall, I mean, yeah, I guess 21.8 billion, still not bad. We definitely, like, not... I'm a bit disappointed because I was like, come on, 22 billion. I wanted to break 22.5. But the highest record for today, like I said, was 22.9 billion. And that is, like, with the maxed out potential. I think he even had, he must have had a 651, right? Did he? No, 650s. Okay, so 650 is on the heroes. Yeah, we can quickly watch this run, and he has 26 grade 1 chance. He's going for rank 1. He's going for rank 1 on the leaderboard with this. Yeah, I mean, we're 1 billion damage less than him, which, I mean, that's to be expected. We've always been, like, around 800 mil to 1 billion less than his score. So I guess it was too optimistic to look at 22.5 billion for me, but I thought we could break 22 billion. And definitely, based on that first run we did, we had the potential of breaking 22 billion, but we would have had to get another cycle of the boss. I want to watch, like, how did things play out for him here. He also uses the running tide before hitting the boss, which I think is actually a bit of a good thing, because what you want to happen is you eventually want Cassadee to be casting her ultimate on the plague rots, because it has that AoE damage. I used to think you wanted to cast it on the boss, but like you just a couple normal attacks is enough to break through the boss. So I think you really need it for this plague rot stage. Yeah, and now her energy is like pretty lined up to... Does it wipe out these? Yeah, look at that wipe. Yeah, that is powerful. Along with her and Carolina dealing with that. And yeah, Thorin, like, he's not a good normal attacker because his ultimate wastes a lot of time that he could be normal attacking. It would be nice if you could just set his ultimate to not ever cast in this fight. But he is there. He has two uses. One is a soul plunder debuff onto the boss stage specifically. The other thing is if he lands any form of damage onto the boss, it will, with his charm set, he will increase the damage that the boss will be receiving. Okay, so this was the stage where we were not able to clear it in time to begin attacking the boss again, but because of how everything worked out for him, he was able to clear this plague rot stage, and now he has 8 seconds to damage the boss as much as he can. This was the difference, right? Like, look at the maximum score. It was basically 21.8 billion like we got, but then he has his point of time to damage the boss, which we didn't get that opportunity because we couldn't clear fast enough. So that was the difference. Okay, awesome. And looking at the gain of the bar, I think if you got to 24 billion, maybe you would unlock the 35th chest, but one chest doesn't make much of a difference. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. This is going to be one of the last runs for the Plague Creeper Primal Lord, but it's been so fun, like, trying out all of these different comps, and big shout out to everyone at AFK Analytica Discord for coming up with all the ideas. Like, for example, Basilisk was the first one to try casting on the Graveborn tiles, and that unlocked everything. Then we did so much testing. We even tried Florabelle. It didn't work for us, and then Chloe brought it back, and it started working out really well. And then we tried to change the positioning. So again, shout out to Daragon as well, because me and him have, like, been talking, like, back and forth a lot in the AFK Analytica Discord to try and, like, test things and also try different formations. But overall, basically what the point of this video was, that you can try a different formation, having Thorin on the left side. You can try the alternate formation, forcing Cassadee to go middle. Basically, then you just have to assess your different replays and see where is Cassadee ending up. If Cassadee is ending up on the side, like when we went for the left Thorin, that is not a good option for you. You do not want Cassadee on the side because she's naturally not going to hit your team as much and buff them up, and you're going to lose out on damage. The other thing you want to do is somehow have it happen or have enough damage and have Cassadee casting her running tide during the plague rot stage and allow you to get to attacking another cycle of the boss. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next video. You know, I actually think tomorrow we're definitely gonna break 22 billion tomorrow, because we're already now have the equipment upgrade to level 640. I made a big mistake as well. For some reason, it allowed me to forge. Normally, it doesn't allow you to forge, like, the lower quality material until you've reached all equipment up to that level. But it allowed me to forge everything up And I ended up forging these forging stone level 5s from my red, and I couldn't then craft like the red gear. Anyway, it's not a big deal, but hopefully tomorrow we're going to get another good test in, and hopefully 22.5 billion damage. That's what I'm looking for. If not that, at least 22 billion, come on. And hopefully we can get rank 1. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. And until the next one, everyone, peace out for now. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.